Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Trinity Baptist College. Game number 2 between the TBC Eagles and the Edward Waters College Tigers getting ready to start. Edward Waters won the first game 9-5. Rachel Duckworth, the winning pitcher. Now, as we get opportunities, we'll give you starting lineups as we get ready for game number 2, starting about 25 minutes past the scheduled time. That's all right. We had some exciting softball here earlier this afternoon. Looking for the Eagles, hopefully, to even up this doubleheader and take the split. First pitch is ball 1. Lena Springer now pitching for Trinity Baptist College, facing Rochelle Keys. Keys was nothing out of 3 in game number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, and a pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Rochelle Keys, Brashella Keys, Janelis Morales, Samantha Hiley, Alyssa Fonda, first 5 scheduled hitters for the Tigers. We'll finish that up after this pitch if we get the opportunity. And the pitch is grounded back to the box. Springer fields, throws, but not in time. Keys hustling all the way, gets the base hit to open up game number 2. That is an infield single, and the leadoff hitter is aboard. Rochelle Keys now at the plate. She scored a couple of times in game number 1, walked twice, had a bunt single. So runner at first, nobody out. Springer delivers, and a strike 1 is called. After Fonda, the number 6 hitter is Lauren Eakin. She's followed by Kariam Bao, Ashley Combast, and Nicole James. Give the Eagles batting order as they come up in the bottom of the first. Springer's 0-1, ripped towards center field. That is going to get down and one-hop the fence. Rochelle Keys around third. She's going to score, and that's an RBI double for Rochelle Keys. So Tigers, as they did in game number 1, scoring here in their first at-bat of game number 2. That is an RBI double for Rochelle Keys. Rochelle Keys comes all the way around from first. Here's Danelis Castro Morales. She had an RBI on a squeeze play in game number 1, and she's trying to get down the sack bunt here, and she fouls it off for strike 1. Officially, she was 0 for 3, but drove home a run with that squeeze play. We also saw her in right field make a fantastic play. Actually, 2 very strong throws. She threw out a runner at first on a looked like a base hit in the right. This one's driven, well hit down the left side. It's in foul ground, and that's going to make it no balls, 2 strikes. Deja Shepard in left field for game 2 for the Eagles. Ball game just underway. 1 run is in. There's a runner at second, nobody out. Rochelle Keys led off with an infield single. Rochelle Keys brought her home with a double off the fence. 0-2 on Morales. And the pitch is a little bit high for ball 1. Courtney Bird doing the catching once again for TBC. Tough to do both ends of a doubleheader, but Bird back there once again as she's been all season. This changeup misses a little bit high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two coming from Lena Springer. This one is fouled off. Samantha Hiley also slated to catch both ends of the doubleheader as well. We'll see her back there when the Eagles come up in the bottom half of the inning. Alyssa Fonda will be doing the pitching in game number 2, according to the lineup card given to me just a little while ago by Coach Daly. 2 balls, 2 strikes, line drive, base hit into left center. Keys will stop at third, and the runner's at the corners with nobody out.
Batting next, Samantha Healy.
First and third, nobody out, 1 run already in. Samantha Hiley at the dish. Rochelle Keys at third, Morales at first. Springer on the mound for the Eagles. First pitch is up high. Bird coming out of the crouch, looked a little bit like a pitch out to make sure that runner at first stays put. Samantha Hiley had a 2-run shot in the first inning of game number 1. That got the Tigers on the board, and it turned out to be the official game-winning hit. 1 ball, no strikes, and this one up high. In case you missed it, Edward Waters won game number 1, 9-5, never relinquished the lead. Each time Trinity Baptist scored a couple of runs, Ed Waters would respond and extend the lead even further. Held on for the 9-5 win. 2 balls, no strikes. This one misses up high for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. There is 1 base open. Squared around a bunt, takes it outside. Ball 4 loads up the bases.
Batting next, Alyssa Fonda.
So already 3 hits and a walk, a run in. Morales advances to second. Sacks jammed for the pitcher, Alyssa Fonda. Alyssa was a designated player in game 1. She'll be pitching here when the Eagles come to bat. Scored a couple of runs, had a solo shot in the top of the 7th in the opener. Strike 1 right down the middle. Fonda drilled that ball right past the flagpole out there in center field. A low line drive, no doubt about it. We knew it was gone the moment she hit it. Wasn't all that high, but plenty hard. No balls and a strike. Line drive toward the gap. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. Here comes run number 2. It is in, and the Tigers off to a 3-0 lead. Rochelle Keys scores. Morales trails. And again, a 3-0 Tigers lead. Hiley on second. Fonda, 2-run single. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Lauren Eakin will be up next. She's a Tigers shortstop. We saw her make some terrific fielding plays in the first game. So conference on the mound is complete. Eagles in a jam, 3-0, top of the first. Eaker at the dish. First pitch coming from Lena Springer. Inside for ball 1. Eaker at the plate had a double, a single, and 4 trips. Also scored a run. The 1-0. Another line drive into the gap. That's down for a hit. A runner around third. She will score. Hiley brings home the 4th run of the inning. RBI single for Eakin. Fonda stops at second, and it's 4-0 Ed Waters. Carrion Bow at the plate. Tigers first baseman. 2 doubles and a walk and a strikeout, a run scored and 1 driven in game number 1. And the pitch is outside for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Springer winds and delivers downstairs. Bow ahead, 2-0. Now time call is Coach Forsyth heading out to the mound. On that Eagles defense, left field, we mentioned Daza Shepard, Sierra Warren in center, Natalia Lopez in right, Kayla Bass at third, Lauren Lewis at short, Courtney Blanchette playing second, Heaven Kraus at first, Courtney Bird behind the plate, the battery mate of Lena Springer. Still nobody out, already 4 runs in for Edward Waters. Two balls, no strikes. Carrion Bow at the plate for the Tigers. Seventh batter of the inning. Here's the pitch. Little bit high for ball 2. Ashley Combast on deck. Nicole James rounding out the batting order for Edward Waters. This one is taken for a strike. Ed Waters, member of the NAIA, playing Trinity Baptist College, NCCAA. Ground ball to Bass at third. She's going to step on the bag for the force, and that's all she's going to get. Blanchette brought the throw down. Fielder's choice for Bow. Fonda cut down at third. Eakin advances to second. High fly ball down the right field line. That is going to drop foul. Ashley Combast at the plate. She's playing center field in game number 2. We saw her in the game earlier, game number 1. First and second, 1 out. This pitch is up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here is the 1-1 coming from Springer. Right down the middle, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Four runs in, the first 4 batters all reached and ended up scoring. Here's a slicer into right field, that's a base hit. Eakin around third, she will score. 5 runs on the board for the Tigers. RBI single for Combast. Bow stops at second. Not hit all that hard, but in a perfect place. 5-0, Ed Waters leads. Here's Nicole James moving over from center to right in the nightcap. She was 1 for 3 in game number 1. Takes the first pitch up high. Tripled in the 4th, ended up scoring a run. 2 on, 1 out. Number 9 hitter Nicole James at the plate. This one's fouled straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. This time the Tigers going with a straight 9. Eagles fielding 9. Jade Jerez not in the field. She's a designated player. She'll bat 5th when the Eagles come to bat. The 1-1 downstairs. It's ball 2. Good block by Bird. Two-1. Nicole James ready back in the box. Springer delivers. And this one's chopped foul to the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big inning to start things off here in the nightcap. 5 runs in. 1 out, 2 runners on base. Leadoff hitter Brachelle Keys waits next. This one is fouled off to the left side. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2 from Springer. This is downstairs, count full. Inning started with an infield single from Brachelle Keys. Tigers have turned it into 5. Here's the payoff pitch, and this one is fouled. Hit the ground and hit off the bat. James still alive at the plate. So another payoff pitch coming from Springer. 3-2 upstairs, ball 4.
Now batting.
That'll load up the bases. That'll send Bow to third, Cambas to second. Sacks full, leadoff hitter Brachelle Keys at the plate. 1 out, top of the first. And the first pitch. Line drive off the glove of Bass. Picked up. And we're going to have maybe an obstruction call. And let's see what the call is. We're going to have an obstruction call. That's going to send Bow back to third. Cambas will be called out.
Now batting, Brachelle Keys.
That'll go as a fielder's choice. That'll put Keys at first. 2 outs. That'll go as a 5-6 put out. High fly ball, well hit into right field. Lopez is there to make the catch and retire the side. Big inning for the Tigers in the first. They get 5 runs. 3 hits, a couple of walks, and we go to the bottom of the first. It's 5-0 Ed Waters. Here's a batting order for the Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off is a catcher, Courtney Bird. Batting second at shortstop, Lauren Lewis. Kayla Bass bats third. She's at third base. Heaven Kraus, the cleanup hitter, playing first. Jay Jerez, a designated player. She bats fifth. Batting sixth is the pitcher, Lena Springer. Batting seventh, Courtney Blandsett at second base. Batting eighth, center fielder, Sierra Warren. And batting ninth is the left fielder, Deja Shepard. Ed Waters put 5 runs on the board in the first. Eagles need to rally. First opportunity of game number 2. Here's Courtney Bird. She was 0 for 2 and drew a walk in game number 1. We had that line drive off the glove of Kayla Bass. Turned into an obstruction call, a break for the Eagles. Bird leading things off, slaps this one out of play to the right side. So that play, it hit off the glove of third baseman Kayla Bass. So that's 5-6 officially on the putout. Putout being assigned to the shortstop, Lauren Lewis. Runner on third, had to go back. It was a fielder's choice for Brachelle Keys. Did advance a runner to second, however. And this one's upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 coming to Bird, and it misses outside. Alyssa Fonda, the pitcher in game number 2 for Ed Waters. Here's a 2-1, misses outside, ball 3. Might have miscounted. There were 6 hits in the inning for Ed Waters. 5 runs, 6 hits, all runs earned. No errors in the inning. 3-1 to Bird. Misses a little bit low for ball 4. So the leadoff hitter aboard for Trinity.
Number 11, Lauren.
And it brings up Lauren Lewis, the Eagles shortstop. Lewis had 3 hits in the opener. She also scored a run. She had 2 singles and a double. Hit the ball hard all 4 times to the plate, lined into a double play in the first. This was a situation that started game number 1. Bird walked, bringing Lewis to the plate. Line drive, that's going to hit the ground. Going to have a force out at second. Nothing Courtney Bird could do. She had to hold up and make sure that ball wasn't caught. So fielder's choice puts Lewis at first.
Number 4, Kayla Bass.
Credit Eakin with the putout at second. Kayla Bass at the plate. She hit a 3-run homer in game number 1. Takes the first pitch upstairs. She also had a single, 2 for 4. Runs scored and 3 driven in. Runner at first, 1 ball, no strikes. Bird led off with a walk. Lewis reached on a fielder's choice. This pitch is downstairs and a nice block by Samantha Hiley to keep the runner at first. 2 balls, no strikes. Number 3 hitter, Kayla Bass. This one, a roller towards third. Nice play by Keys to get the out at second. Fielder's choice for Bass. She is aboard. 2 away. Heaven Kraus, cleanup hitter, first baseman for the Eagles. She's at the plate. First pitch, taken for a strike. Kraus had herself a triple, 1 for 4 total in game number 1. She also scored a run. No balls and a strike. Runner at first, 2 out, and the pitch. This one a good rip and fouled almost straight back. Game got started about half an hour late. Duration of game number 1, the reason for that. Good game between the Tigers and the Eagles. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. This one is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fonda ready. Kraus ready. Ball 2 misses down and away. Great defense by the Tigers throughout game number 1. Thwarted a few opportunities. Eagles hit the ball extremely hard the entire ball game. Especially shortstop Eaker and right fielder Morales at the time was now at second. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Look for Bass to be off on the pitch. As soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, the runner's allowed to come off the bag. There goes Bass, and a good rip, but fouled off. So Bass was off with 3-2, 2 out. Another payoff pitch coming to Heaven Kraus. Little looper, could get down, that's a base hit, and Bass will stop at second.
Now to bat, number 21.
So Kraus with the single, 2 runners aboard, 2 outs, and it brings up the pitcher, Lena Springer. Nope, Jade Jerez, a designated player. She was 0 for 3 in game number 1. 2 on, 2 out. Jerez, a starting pitcher in the opener. Designated player in game number 2. First pitch is taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch downstairs, another good block by the catcher, Hiley. Bass on second, Kraus at first, Jerez in the box. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. The pitch taken outside, ball 2. Good eye by Jerez. So Jerez ahead, 2-1. Fonda a long look in, now the pitch swung on and hit well, but pulled foul. So the count even now at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Springer is the batter waiting on deck. Looking for an opportunity with some runners aboard. Here's the 2-2. Misses low and inside, and now a full count. Again, the runners should be off on the pitch. Make sure, though, the ball leaves that pitcher's hand. Automatic out if they leave too soon. Payoff pitch, ball 4, loads up the bases. Second walk of the inning. Eagle on every bag for the pitcher, Lena Springer. Springer in game number 1, walked, grounded out, had an RBI triple. Bases loaded, ball gets away, but Bass, wise base running, down by 5, not taking any chances. This one was called ball 1 inside. Have to be 100% certain when you're trailing by 5. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's strike 1. Very good crowd on hand. Still coming in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Springer with some runners on base looking to drive them in, and a high pop foul right back at us, out of play. Nice attempt by the gentleman in the bleachers. Give that man a glove, he'll make the play. So the count now, 1-2 on Lena Springer. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded. Springer with a chance to drive in a couple. Here's the 1-2, misses a little bit high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, good eye. Eagles got the bats going in game number 1, especially later in the game. Looking to start them a little bit early here in the nightcap. 2-2, the pitch. Well hit, that could drop. No, it's run down by the second baseman. Unfortunately, that's Janelis Morales. Another great play by the Tigers defense. That retires the side. A hit and 2 walks, 3 left, and we go to the bottom of the first. 5-0 Tigers lead. Eagles threatened but did not score. An excellent play by Morales, chasing the ball down, over the shoulder catch. That would have scored 2 runs. Instead, it ended the inning with nothing on the board for the Eagles. 5-0 Tigers as we start inning number 2. Hitters 3, 4, and 5 due up: Morales, Hiley, and Fonda. Janelis Castro Morales singled and scored in the first. Tigers put 11 hitters at the plate, 5 of them scored. Bases were left loaded. Springer on the mound, all 5 runs were earned. Tigers got 6 hits in that big inning. Here's the first pitch. Well hit into left field. It's got a chance, and it is gone. It got out in a big hurry. Solo home run for Janelis Castro Morales, and it's 6-0 Ed Waters. Morales hit that one awfully hard. Didn't even have time to really put a call on that. Good start to inning number 2 for the Tigers. Samantha Hiley at the plate. She walked and scored in the first.
Next up to bat, Samantha Henley.
The Eagles meet at the mound. Hiley waiting for an opportunity. Not sure what the delay is about. We'll pause here and we'll come back when play resumes. TBC Eagles. Well, the delay was for a pitching change. Jade Jerez back on the mound. She went 7 innings in game number 1. Springer heads out to right field. Natalia Lopez comes off. Lopez is the flex player, so Jerez still in the batting order as well, batting 5th. No change to the batting order. Springer still batting 6th. 6 runs on the board, nobody out. We're in the 2nd inning. All 6 runs earned in 1 inning pitched for Lena Springer. Jade Jerez allowed 9 runs in game 1, only 5 of them earned, however. Hiley at the plate, and the first pitch taken for strike 1. Hiley walked and scored. Her only time up so far. Nothing out of nothing officially. 0-1 pitch. Looper into center. That is going to be caught by center fielder Sierra Warren for out number 1.
Batting next, Alyssa Fonda.
Fonda, the pitcher, at the plate. She drove in 2 with a base hit in the 1st inning. And the pitch. This is up and away.
Can they watch your game?
1 ball, no strikes. A pitch from Jerez. Little bit low, good fastball, but misses for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Ball 3, low and inside. So 3 balls, no strikes. Fonda way ahead in the count. And that's ball 4 to put her aboard.
Now batting.
So runner at first, 1 out. Lauren Eaker at the plate. She drove in a run with a double and ended up scoring in the 1st. Jerez winds and delivers. Misses upstairs for ball 1. Runner at first, Alyssa Fonda. She drew the walk. 1 out. Ball 2 misses up high. 1 run in. Janelis Castro Morales, a solo shot to lead off the inning. 2 balls, no strikes. This one is slapped foul off to the right side. Two balls and a strike. Jerez with the pitch, down in the dirt. Ball gets away, and that's going to allow the runner Fonda to advance. Count is 3-1, and the pitch misses for ball 4. Eaker aboard. First and second,
Now batting.
1 out. Miriam Bow reached down a fielder's choice in the 1st. Has 2 runners on and only 1 out. Jerez with the pitch, in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Bow the hitter and the pitch. Downstairs, 1-1. Count even at 1-1. This one misses up high for ball 2. Two balls, one strike. Torres delivers square around to bunt right in front of the plate. Bass charging, throw to first, gets away. That's going to allow Fonda around to score. And runners at the corners. Eaton stops at third.
Now batting, Ashley Cumbas.
7-0, Tigers lead. Runners at the corners with one out. And the first pitch is fouled back. This one's hit high in the left field. Shepard is underneath. She makes the catch. Here comes a run. And it's 8-0, Tigers lead. Sacrifice fly. 2 outs, runner at first.
Now batting, Nicole James.
Nicole James at the plate. Walked the first time up. Squares around a bunt. Takes it for ball 1. And we got a bunt attempt right in front of the plate. Bass throws the first in time, and that'll retire the side. 3 runs for the Tigers. We go to the bottom of the second. Ed Waters leads it 8-0. Bottom of the second coming up. Playing set, Warren and Shepard. 8-0, Edward Waters leads. Five runs in the first, 3 more in the second. Second baseman Courtney Bland set, due to lead things off. She was 1 for 2 in game number 1, drove in a run with a sac fly as well. Eagles need to rally. One of those 3 runs was earned in the second inning for the Tigers. Alyssa Fonda starting her second inning of work. She allowed a hit and walked 2 in the first, but some good defense got her out of the jam. A couple of fielder's choice outs and a nice running catch by second baseman Janelis Castro Morales. That ended the inning and left the bases loaded. Bland set, ready to step in, and now we have a conference at the plate.
Now batting number 22.
Tigers head coach Brian Daly talking things over with the official. Don't know of any changes just yet. Hopefully we'll get those as soon as this conference at the plate is over with. Now the umpire heading over to Coach Forsyth to let him know the changes. All right, if I heard that correctly, we got Castro Morales moving from second to third. Lauren Eakin, or from second to short. Lauren Eakin moving from short to third. And a new player. We'll see what we can come up with. Couldn't really hear the umpire all that well. Lancet leads off, and this one's downstairs for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Lancet at the plate for the Eagles. First pitch was a ball. This one misses a little bit inside. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch is swung on, a good rip by Blancett, fouled back for strike 1. Two balls and a strike, and the pitch misses a little low for ball 3. Brooks Spalding going in to play second base. That forces the other defensive changes, so Brashella Keys has come out. High fly ball, well hit in the center, but looks like that one's going to be caught, and it is. Ashley Combast tracks it down for out number 1.
Sierra Warren.
Sierra Warren at the plate, 1 out, base is empty. Warren nothing out of 3 in game number 1. Base is empty, 1 out, first pitch, misses outside for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Fonda with the pitch, ripped hard, and a base hit in the left field. Sierra Warren aboard with a single. One of the few that the Tigers have not come up with today. Game number 1, they were all over the defense. So Warren aboard with
now
the base hit.
Number 1, Deja Shepard.
Deja Shepard at the plate, first time in game number 2. She scored a run in the opener. Reached on an error. Nothing out of 3 officially. First pitch from Fonda. She squares around a bunt. She went through it apparently, and that is strike 1. Bottom of the second, Tigers lead at 8-0. Slap bunt, and we're going to have a play at first. Nearly pulled first baseman Bow off the bag. She reached back and made a nice play.
14, Courtney Bird.
That was Spalding with the play. So 4-3. Warren does advance into scoring position. Two outs, leadoff hitter Courtney Bird at the plate. Sierra Warren on second. She singled away aboard, just advanced on that ground ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Lifted high down the right field line. Spalding over near that line, and she hauls it in. Eagles get a runner on a hit. 1 left, and we've played 2. It's 8-0 Ed Waters. Top of the 3rd, Tigers lead at 8-0. Another change that was made while the Eagles are at the plate. Number 10, Brittany Ellis took over for Carrion Bow at first base. Thank you to the Tigers official scorekeeper helping us straighten out all those lineup changes for Edward Waters College in the bottom of the 2nd. This is Spalding leading things off here in the 3rd. Brooke Spalding at the plate, first time in game number 2. And the pitch is fouled back. That's strike 1. Saw a lot of Brooke in the opener. 0 for 3, but she did draw a walk. No balls and a strike. Jerez with the pitch. Changeup misses up and away. So it was Brachelle Keys, the leadoff hitter, who came out of the game. Brachella Keys still in left field for Ed Waters. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch misses up and away. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Spalding's first at-bat of this game. And the pitch, high fly ball, well hit into center field. Warren is right there to make the play. Spalding just got under it enough to keep it in the ballpark. Otherwise, pretty solid contact. 1 out. Brachella Keys at the plate. She had an RBI double in the 1st. High pop foul and out of play to the right side. So no balls and a strike. Pitch from Jerez, misses downstairs, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Jerez delivers a little bit low. Wonder about the fatigue factor on Jade Jerez. She went 7 innings in the first game, took over for Springer in the second of this one. Springer had some trouble, and that is ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jerez taking her time, now the 3-1. Line drive, very hard into the gap. That's going to go to the fence. Here's Keys. She can run. She's going to pull up at second with a double.
Now batting number 3, Janielis Morales.
First hit allowed by Jerez. That is a double. Runner at second, 1 out. Janielis Castro Morales at the plate. She's already 2 for 2, a solo shot her last time up. She scored both times as well. That home run, a low line drive that got out very quickly. This one fouled off right behind the plate. 8-0 Ed Waters leads, top of the third. Tigers took game 1, 9-5. Bass and Kraus very close on the lines. And the 0-1, high fly ball. Left field, Shepard charges in and makes the catch. Two down, runner at second. Samantha Hiley at the plate. Flew out to center her last time up, walked and scored in the first. Two outs, runner at second, and the first pitch is up and away. One ball, no strikes. Jerez with the pitch, right down the middle, 1-1. Again tonight, 6:45 scheduled pregame show. Listen to Trinity Christian Academy baseball varsity team taking on the Eagles of Stoneman Douglas High School. That'll be on 91.7 The Truth. Strike 2 down the middle. Of course, you can find 91.7 also online in case you're out of the Jacksonville area. Stoneman Douglas High School from Parkland, Florida, here in town tonight. Line drive, well hit into center, right at Warren, and she makes the catch to retire the side. A very hard hit line drive. That is out number 3. A double and 1 left at second. We go to the bottom of the third, 8-0 Tigers. Lewis, Bass, and Kraus due up for the Eagles in the bottom of the third. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 in the batting order. 5-run first inning, a 3-run second, and that's the Tigers out in front, 8-0. Lauren Lewis hit it pretty hard her first time up, rolled into a fielder's choice. Fonda has allowed 2 hits, she's walked 2. So far, no runs. And this first one's fouled off. Good defense by the Tigers in both games. Nice running catch by then second baseman Janelis Castro Morales. Ended the threat that Trinity put on the board, leaving the bases loaded in the first. Morales now at short. He can move from short to third. That happened last inning as the Eagles came to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. High drive, pretty well hit in the left field. It's on its way and it is gone. Lauren Lewis, a solo homer, puts the Eagles on the board. Lauren Lewis with the solo home run, and it's now 8-1. Ed Waters leads. We've said this a few times today. Trinity has really hit the ball well. They've met up with some good defense. And when they found the holes, they've gotten some runs on the board. Kayla Bass took one out pretty much in the same place in game number 1. That was a 3-run shot. She's at the plate now. Rolled into a fielder's choice her first time up here. Third hit off Fonda. First pitch, ground ball to third. That'll be an easy play to first. It gets away, the throw is high. Bass on her way to second, and she will stop right there. Error all the way. That's a 2-base error.
Number 13, Heaven Krause.
That's going to put Bass in scoring position. Heaven Krause, first baseman, singled her first time up. There's a strike called. Eakin with the overthrow, letting Bass reach and then advance into second. No balls and a strike. This one fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes on Krause. Runner in scoring position, 1 run is in, a home run by Lauren Lewis. And the pitch ripped hard, and Coach Forsyth just able to get out of the way. Nice little dance move by Coach Forsyth. Hey, Heaven, that's your own coach over there. Straighten that one out. No balls, 2 strikes. Krause has homered this season. Here's the 0-2. This one in the dirt, and a nice stop again by Hiley. Little trouble picking it up. Bass, though, again, good decision. Down by 7. You have to be 100% certain you can make that advance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Krause at the plate, and the pitch outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Krause. Swing and a miss, chased one out of the zone, and that is out number 1.
Now batting number 21, Jade Jerez.
Jerez at the plate. She walked the first time up. That loaded the bases before that catch by Morales ended the threat. Runner at second, 1 out. Fonda delivers. First pitch, a little bit inside. Ground ball and a base hit in the left field. Bass is going to stop at third. She had to make sure that ball got through. Another wise decision by Kayla Bass.
Now batting number 7, Nina Springer.
So runners at the corners, Lena Springer at the dish. Bass reached on an error, advanced to third on the base hit by Jerez. 1 run is in. And a pitch from Fonda. Strike called outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, a little bit outside. It was Springer who was robbed of that base hit with the bases loaded to end the first inning. Contact most likely gets a run home. 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball. Bass will tag. Catch is made by Keys. It's dropped. That's going to allow Bass to score. That is a fair ball. Springer aboard. Credit her with a sacrifice fly and an RBI and an error on the left fielder, Rochella Keys. Also advancing, Jerez to second, Bass scores. So it's 8-2. Trinity trying to make a good comeback. Courtney Bland set at the plate. She flew out, hit the ball hard to center field her first time up, leading off the second. Ball 1 misses downstairs. A couple of errors have opened the door for the Eagles. They're trying to push through. 2 runs in, the 1-0 pitch. High pop-up. Spalding will give way to the new first baseman, Ellis, and that's out number 2.
Now batting number 25, Sierra Warren.
Everybody stays put. Runners at first and second for Warren. She's 1 for 1. Singled into left field in the second. Fonda winds and delivers. Ground ball towards short. Throw over to first, in the dirt, and everybody's safe. That's a 3rd error of the inning. It loads the bases. Error charge to Morales. Everybody advances. Eagles now threatening, but they do have 2 outs. Number 9 hitter Deja Shepard at the plate. Popped up a bunt attempt in the second. Meeting at the mound, Coach Brian Daly, talking things over with Fonda and the defense. Great defense by the Tigers all the way today, but had a little trouble so far in the third. 3 errors have allowed, well, the run scored on a home run, but a second run came in. Kayla Bass, well, that was a sacrifice fly, but that was also an RBI for Springer. But it did allow an extra hitter up, and now bases loaded, but there are 2 out. Fonda's pitch, slap bunt, and that's going to be a play at the plate to retire the side. Spalding playing in. Got the force out, 4-2 to retire the side. Eagles get 2 and leave the bases loaded, and after 3, Tigers lead at 8-2. Another good defensive play by the Tigers. Stopped Eagles' threat with the bases loaded. Spalding playing in. Was able to field the bunt attempt by Deja Springer and get the out at home. Eagles got 2, a solo homer from Lauren Lewis, a sac fly off the bat of Lena Springer, scoring Bass. 8-2 Tigers lead as we start the 4th. Alyssa Fonda, Lauren Eaker, and Brittany Ellis due up. Tigers took the opener 9-5. Jumped out to a big 8-0 lead by the end of the 2nd inning. 5 of those runs in the 1st inning. Alyssa Fonda, the pitcher, at the plate. She drove in 2 of those 1st inning runs with a base hit. She walked and scored in the 2nd.
Alyssa Fonda.
Jade Jerez with the windup. First pitch of the 4th is a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. Temperature's starting to cool off now. We're at 72 degrees most of the day. The 1-0, a little bit high, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. High drive, well hit into center field. It is caught by Sierra Warren on a beautiful play. Sierra Warren came a long way, made a one-handed grab up against the fence to rob Fonda of extra bases. Little turnabout by the Eagles defense. They had that done to them all throughout game number 1 by the Tigers. 1 out. Best defensive play of the day right there by Sierra Warren. Lauren Eaker at the plate. First pitch, a little bit low for ball 1. Now in the upper 60s. Sun well hidden behind the clouds, making it feel a little bit cooler. This one chopped foul. Sky's just a little bit dark. No threat of rain in the area, just very cloudy here on the west side of Jacksonville. 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, the Tigers coming all the way from downtown Jacksonville. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, ball 2. These 2 teams hook up on the baseball field quite a bit. Met each other on the volleyball court earlier in this academic year. Tigers and Eagles. And here's the pitch. This one misses. They're going to meet up again on the softball field later in the season as well. Doubleheader at Ed Waters, April 11th, 12 noon scheduled first pitch. The 3-1. Line drive into the gap. That's a base hit. Well played by Springer to hold the hitter to a single. He can hit it really hard. So a runner at first, 1 out. Brittany Ellis at the plate for the first time in game number 2. Bow is 0 for 2. And now it is Ellis at the plate. First pitch is taken inside for ball 1. We saw Ellis for an at-bat in game number 1. She popped out to the catcher. This one is a little bit, nope, right at the top of the strike zone. A little late call, so it's a ball and a strike. Bird not afraid to make that throw to the base pass. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ellis came in defensively in the 2nd. First at bat, game number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jerez on the mound. She took over in the 2nd. And the pitch. High pop foul right back at us. And just out of my reach. I'm protecting all my electronic equipment over here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Of course, my son Dean saying thanks for protecting the equipment. Hey, you're young. Long life ahead of you. Of course, not if I let that ball hit him in the head. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball landed about 4 feet in front of me, hit 2 seats down below the bleachers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and fouled off to the right side. Guess I better start bringing my glove. Two on Brittany Ellis. And the pitch is fly ball into left field. That's going to get down for a hit right in front of Shepard, who is playing deep. Eaker advances to second. Ellis aboard, first hit of the afternoon.
Now batting number 1, Ashley Combast.
Combast at the plate. Drove in a run in the first. Had a sac fly in the second as well. And the pitch is upstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, and right down the middle, 1-1. Jerez delivers. Looper into center field. That's a base hit. Warren charges in and gets it back in pretty quickly. Picked up the ball right behind the dirt, so she's able to keep the runner at third. Eakin. Ellis advances to second. Couple of squibbers that found good holes. Loaded up the bases. And it brings up Nicole James. James has walked. Also a bunt attempt turned into a 5-3 putout. This one is downstairs. Bird coming up, ready to fire. One ball, no strikes on Nicole James. Ball 2 misses a little bit low and outside. Tigers lead at 8-2, top of the 4th. Lead at the moment is 6. The rule is a team who leads by 8 or more after 5, the game is over. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ed Waters had an 8-0 lead until the 3rd when Trinity put 2 on the board. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, bases loaded, and the pitch. High pop-up, slicing toward foul ground, and no catch. Tough play for Lewis. She made a great effort, had to go over the shoulder. That's not an easy catch to make. 2 balls, 2 strikes. James gets another opportunity. So Jerez, a long look in, and now James calls time. Not granted, Jerez pitches and misses upstairs. That's a break for Nicole James. She was not granted time. Really did not get set in time for the pitch, but the pitch missed up high. So James, another opportunity now, bases loaded. Full count, and the pitch. Downstairs, ball 4, and that brings home a run. Eakin scores. Ellis advances to 3rd. Combast to 2nd. Credit James with a run batted in.
Now batting number 12, Brooke Spalding.
Brooke Spalding, the leadoff hitter at the plate. Still 1 out, bases loaded. Spalding flew out to center, only at bat so far, and the first pitch in there for a strike. Yeah, Nicole James got a big break. She tried to ask for time, wasn't granted, did not reset in time. Pitch missed for ball 3 instead of strike 3, and then she ended up drawing the walk to bring home a run. Line foul to the right side. No balls, 2 strikes. Spalding digging in. 2 runners in scoring position. Another one at first. And Jerez with the 0-2. Misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brichella Keys on deck. Spalding came in place of Brichella Keys. And she's up there now with a chance of driving some runs, but she swings and misses. And strike 3, 2 down. Chased one up and out of the strike zone. So Brichella Keys at the plate. She has 2 doubles, an RBI, and a run scored, 2 for 3. She also flew out to right. Ripped foul down the left side and out of play. 1 run in. 9-2 in favor of the Tigers. That run just now put back up on the board. Three consecutive singles and then a walk led to that run. 2 outs, Keys at the plate, no balls and a strike. Up and away, it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Jerez winds and delivers inside. Throw to third. Runner back in time. Tigers will have 3 consecutive doubleheaders in their home ballpark starting on March 16th. Those are their next ball games after today's doubleheader comes to a conclusion. Well hit into left center. That is gone. A grand slam for Brichella Keys. Ellis scores. Combast from second. James from first. Brichella Keys has given the Tigers a 13-2 lead. So the grand slam by Keys.
Now batting, Danielis Morales.
It's now an 11-run lead for the Tigers. Danielis Castro Morales will step up to the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. (13-2), and this one is up high. Tigers at the moment have surpassed the rule of 8 runs after 5 innings. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. That is a 4th home run the Tigers have hit in this doubleheader. Eagles have hit 2. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is fouled back. Those 3 home doubleheaders for the Tigers: Concordia University on March 16th, Kaiser on March 20th, Talladega College on March 24th. Jay Gardner Nip Sam's Park, home field of the Edward Waters Tigers. Swing and a miss, and a side is retired. 5-run inning, the big blow, the grand slam from Brichella Keys, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers lead at 13-2. New pitcher for the Tigers, number 7, Gabby Williamson. She's facing the top of the order, Bird, Lewis, and Bass. The first pitch misses for ball 1. She's working very quickly. This one outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3 misses up high. Alyssa Fonda goes 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. She walked 2. There's a strike right down the middle, 2 balls and a strike. Check that, 4 hits allowed by Fonda. 3-1 pitch, line drive, well hit in the right field. It is off the fence. Bird round first. She's on her way to second, not stopping there. Here's Bird pulling into third with a leadoff triple. That ball just a little bit higher would have gotten out, but it's a 3-base hit for Courtney Bird. And Lauren Lewis now at the plate. Lewis has driven in a run. In fact, that was a solo shot in the third. And just a little equipment check. Gabby Williamson, new pitcher for the Tigers, start of the inning. Courtney Bird greeted her with a triple off the right field fence. Lewis at the plate. Ellis in at first. Third baseman Eakin even with the bag. Middle infielders playing back, conceding a run. First pitch is ball 1, up and away. Ball 2 also misses up high. Ellis now backed up a little bit, even with the bag at first. Lewis with an RBI opportunity. Strike called on the outside corner. Two 5-run innings for Ed Waters. 3-run inning as well, 13-2. This one hit hard foul down the right side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Lauren Lewis at the plate. 1 for 2, a home run. That came in the 3rd inning, leading off for the Eagles. Chance to drive in a run with Bird at third. Hot shot, it hit Bird's foot, or looked like it, or just barely missed. That's why you lead off in foul territory. Ball hits you in foul territory, it's gonna hurt, but if it hits you in fair, you are out off the base paths. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bird giving her teammate a hard look in, but Lewis ripped it. Unfortunately foul. This one misses, and it fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming, and ground ball to third. That's going to score a run. Throw over to first is in time. So credit Lewis with an RBI. Morales took the out at first as instructed.
Now to bat, number 4, Kayla.
1 out. Courtney Bird scores on the play. Kayla Bass at the plate, takes the first pitch, a changeup, misses outside. Williamson wanted that call, she did not get it. Bass looking at the 1-0, fastball, misses outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Williamson working quickly, misses with ball 3. 13-3 now, Tigers lead, bottom of the 4th. And the pitch, there's a strike, 3-1. Ball 4 misses high and Bass is aboard. First walk issued by Gabby Williamson. Heaven Kraus at the plate. She's 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. First pitch, tapped right in front of the plate. That's a fair ball. Hiley with the play. She'll throw to first for the out. 2-3 on the put out. Bass moves into second, 2 down.
Now batting, number 21, Jade Jerez.
Jerez comes up with a runner in scoring position. She has walked and singled. Bass, the runner at second. She walked and advanced on that tapper in front of the plate a moment ago. 1 ball, no strikes. Working quickly is Williamson. And this one called the strike at the top of the zone. Working quickly helps keep the defense on the toes. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's strike 2, right at the knees. A great pitch from Gabby Williamson. She throws hard. A little trouble finding the zone at times, but that was a pinpoint pitch. Change up, outside corner, strike 3. First strikeout for Williamson, first strikeout for Tigers pitching in this ball game. A walk and a runner left at second after 4 going to the 5th. 13-3, Tigers lead. Third 3-3, Tigers lead, top of the 5th. Alyssa Fonda saying hello. Pitched a good job out there, 3 innings. Only 1 of the runs you allowed was earned, 2 runs total. You also had a pretty decent day at the plate. A single, a walk, a run scored, game 1, home run. Any other time, I'd say congratulations, but of course you're playing us, so a good job out there anyway, both with the bat and your arm. Tigers are scheduled to send up the heart of the batting order, Hiley, Fonda, and Eakin. Samantha Hiley hit a 2-run homer in the first inning of the first game actually. She has walked and scored and gone to center twice, so 0 for 2 officially. Ed Waters got 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 5 more in the 4th. Trinity got 2 in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th. Ed Waters won game number 1, 9-5. Remember, if you're able to, tune in 91.7 The Truth at 7 p.m. Trinity Christian Academy plays Stoneman Douglas High School from Parkland, Florida. The Eagles of Stoneman Douglas also played bowls on Trinity Christian's field. I don't know how that game went because I've been here all afternoon. Glad to be here with you on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. Trinity Baptist College baseball also played twice today. Haven't heard yet how the TBC Eagles have done. They did win a ball game yesterday against Grace College, 6-4 against the NAIA Grace College. I believe they're called the Tigers as well. So Eagles and Tigers all over the place here on the athletic field. Jade Jerez pitching. Samantha Hiley at the plate. First pitch misses up and away for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Here comes a 1-0. It is a little bit high. Good fastball, but misses upstairs. Hiley lined very hard to center fielder last time up. I believe that was the running catch by Sierra Warren, if I remember correctly. This one straight back. Great rip, 2 balls and a strike. Samantha Hiley ready, ahead in the count, 2-1. And the pitch is upstairs for ball 3. So with Fonda out here, we're going to see who's the next scheduled hitter. It looks like Gabby Williamson, the new pitcher. And that is Williamson heading to the plate after Hiley draws the walk to open the inning. So Gabby Williamson at the plate for the first time this afternoon.
Now batting, number 7, Gabrielle.
Again, a good job by Fonda, both with the bat and the arm. Williamson has a runner at first, nobody out. Squares around a bunt, gets it down. Kraus will make the play to first, and the ball's dropped. That's going to allow Hiley to take third. Throw was a little bit wide, but catchable. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Bland's set.
Number 15, Lauren Eaker.
So credit a sacrifice bunt for Williamson. Hiley takes third. Nobody out, runners at the corners for Lauren Eakin. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Ball 2 misses down low. The Tigers have already surpassed the 8-run rule, looking to tack on. Strike called, good pitch on the inside corner. Eaker has been on base all 3 times and scored all 3 times. An RBI double, a walk, and a single. This one inside, 3 balls and a strike. And looks like we're going to have a player sent off. Left the bag too soon. And time called, as we're going to have an explanation. The official heading down over to the dugout. That goes as a put out for the third baseman, Caleb Bass. So no pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Lauren Eaker at the plate. And the pitch. Line drive into center field. That's down for a hit. Warren gets it back in, holding the runner to second.
Now to bat, Brittany Ellis.
So Williamson at second, Eakin at first after the single. Brittany Ellis at the plate. She singled and scored in the 4th. Here's a pitch. This is outside for ball 1. Right down the middle, count even at a ball and a strike. Here's a pitch, misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3 misses down low. So 3 balls and a strike. Ellis at the plate. Runners at first and second, 1 out, and the pitch in the dirt, ball 4. Williamson to third. Egan to second. Combass now at the plate. Combass has driven a run 2 different occasions, also singled and scored. First pitch misses, 1 ball, no strikes. So a Tiger on every base, and the 1-0 pitch. High drive, well hit in the left field. Shepard is camped under it. It's down on the ground. That's going to score 1. Here comes another run. Throw to third. Cut off, and 2 runs are in.
Now batting number 4, Nicole James.
That goes as a 2-run single. 15-3, Tigers lead. And again, we're going to have an official head on over. No pitch. Same situation. Runner out at second for leaving too soon. The ball has to leave the pitcher's hand. There are 2 outs. Ball has to leave the pitcher's hand before the runner breaks contact with the bag. This one is fouled off. So no balls, 1 strike. On that play, no pitch. Popped it up, and it's going to be caught by Kraus behind the bag. Two runs in, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Tigers lead it 15-3. Bottom of the 5th, a 12-run lead for the Tigers. Trinity Baptist will have to score 5 to keep this one going. Lena Springer, Courtney Bland set, Sierra Warren, and looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Springer. Emily Davis will step up for the first time today. Gabby Williamson in her 2nd inning of work. Alyssa Fonda stands to be the winner. First pitch is upstairs, a fastball, ball 1. So Davis batting for Springer. Ball 2 misses outside. 15 runs, 14 hits, 3 errors committed by the Tigers, 3, 5, and 2 for the Eagles. 2 balls, no strikes, a ground ball. Ellis picks it up, flips to Spalding. Did she get the bag? Yes, she did, and got it in time for the out. 3-4 on the putout, 1 away. Courtney Bland set at the plate. Couldn't quite tell for just a moment if Spalding got her foot on the bag, but the umpire said she did. That is out number 1. Land set 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch inside and down for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This one at the top of the zone, 1-1. Williamson again working quickly. This one misses up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Tigers just 2 outs away from sweeping the doubleheader. Again, these 2 teams will meet again at Ed Waters. And the pitch, line drive, 1 hop, Spalding picks it and gets the out at first.
Now at bat, number 17, Dominique Baldwin.
4-3 on the putout. Eagles down to their final out. April 11th is that doubleheader at Ed Waters College. Dominique Baldwin batting for Sierra Warren. And the pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and a strike. Baldwin's first at bat of the afternoon. The 2-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Dominique, a freshman from here in Jacksonville. Terrific soccer player. She's a member of the Eagles women's soccer team as well. This one, slapped foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Chopped foul off the plate and out of play. Plate's in fair territory, so it's not an automatic foul ball. Keep that in mind. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williamson delivers, and strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's going to do it. Final score, Ed Waters 15, Trinity Baptist College 3. Tigers sweep the doubleheader. And that's it for today's action. Ed Waters wins Game 1 9-5, Game 2 15-3. Alyssa Fonda, the winner in the nightcap. Rachel Duckworth in the opener. First live stream of TBC Eagles softball. Eagles back on the field. Later on, their next ball game will be at home versus Kaiser University next Saturday afternoon. We do plan to stream that on YouTube Live, TBC Eagles. For Dean Bureau on camera, Coach Ashley Forsyth, game day coordinator Ethan Horton, Alexa Goodwin, our official scorekeeper. I'm Ray Bureau. Good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.